Hi, I'm Dennis Howard of the Movement for a Better America. MBA is a movement of men and women dedicated to restoring a culture of life in America. Today we have a great question. How would you like it if we could announce tomorrow that we have a cure for the leading cause of death in America? Sadly, most people don't even know what that is. It's not heart disease or cancer. It's something that takes more lives than both of these combined. Indeed, it takes half as many lives every year as all other causes of death combined. It kills 60 times more Americans every year than murder, 50 times more than suicide, and 40 times more children than all other causes of infant death. Yet many of our leaders won't even talk about it. In the U.S. alone, it has killed more people since 1970 than all the casualties from all major powers in World War II, including the Holocaust. Indeed, since 1970, it has taken 46 times as many lives as all the wars we have ever fought. What is it? I'm talking about abortion. The problem no one wants to talk about, but that just won't go away. When the Supreme Court wrapped it in a cloak of privacy, all it succeeded in doing was to cast a pall of denial around its terrible impact. It failed to foresee that abortion would wipe out over 53.3 million lives, a toll equal to the population of our 66 largest cities, from New York all the way down to cities the size of St. Paul, Minnesota. The human loss has been bad as a major nuclear war. Yet not one bomb was dropped. What the court failed to foresee is that abortion would wipe out 31% of the entire generation under 40. If those kids had lived, they would have created over $38 trillion in additional GDP and helped keep America growing. That is 3 times our national debt, but we no longer have enough people to pay it. If those kids had lived, they would have paid at least $15 trillion in taxes in the course of their working lifetimes. Boy, that sure would have helped. The fact is, we don't have a debt crisis. We have a death crisis. Abortion has also had a major impact on jobs. If those kids had lived, we'd need at least 1 million more teachers and millions of other jobs that need doing because of kids. We forget that children don't compete for jobs until they finish school. Before that, they represent pure demand, creating millions of jobs for other people. Social Security isn't in crisis today because of a whole lot of old people showed up all of a sudden. It's in crisis because we've been killing off nearly half our future tax base. We've forgotten the most basic economic lesson of all. No kids, no future. So what's the cure? We think the only cure is full and open discussion of the whole truth about the abortion industry and what it is doing to destroy the American future. We especially want the public to know the truth about the hidden economic cost of abortion. Even if you never had an abortion, sooner or later you're going to get stuck with the bill, which in taxes alone adds up to an additional $60,000 for every man, woman, and child in America. 3 out of 4 American women have never had an abortion, but they are expected to bear the burden of raising the next generation of children. Yet Congress subsidizes Planned Parenthood to the tune of $360 million a year and doesn't hesitate to send the bill to you. Many states do the same. Meanwhile, millions of women who have had short abortions suffer from post-abortion syndrome because they were misled about abortion before they had one. Yet the abortion industry turns its back on these women, who turn to pro-life organizations to get the help they need. We also want people to know the truth about abortion procedures so grisly no civilized society would use them to execute criminals on death row. Thanks to abortion, the womb has become the most dangerous place on earth. In short, we want people to know the whole truth about abortion that the Supreme Court so conveniently brushed aside. Until they do, abortion will continue tearing America apart. We all need to understand that children are the principal way we have of investing in the next generation of Americans. And families are the fundamental economic unity of society, because they are the source of all future supply and demand. That's why we think it's insane to label children unwanted and toss them in the trash bins of the abortion industry. There is no magic to our cure for abortion. It's not something that will be accomplished by the stroke of a pen or the edict of some judge. It is something that can only be achieved by changing hearts and minds. Yet research shows that it is entirely possible to reduce the number of abortions by 10% a year by effective education through schools and churches. Just where are our churches in this effort? Such programs could cut the abortion toll by 2/3 within a decade and open the way to a new America where children are welcome. We had that kind of a country once. We can have it again. We also need to build a new America majority that brings together economic and social conservatives who know that the only way America can prosper is to restore the family to its rightful place in the heart of America. Without such a majority, there is no way to win the cultural war that is destroying our country. It is absolutely urgent that we face the economic costs of failed social policies, because that is exactly what is killing us. You can help by joining our common sense pro-life Tea Party. Write to us today at Movement for a Better America, P.O. Box 472, Mount Freedom, New Jersey, 07970. Or email me personally at mbaforlife@gmail.com. Thank you.